Oh my, isn't that beautiful? I see that every day on my mantelpiece above my fireplace. These are things I've taken off. They get covered in dust every now and then, so I've taken a few off to show you what I see every day when I get into my living room. And the toys which I've had, but I don't put them in suitcases. I hardly ever take them to parties. I just have them to enjoy myself, and that's a particularly nice one. Made by Art Gallery in Zurich. It's got the eyes are actually hidden in there. Can you see them inside? Or see them that way like that? And by having a separation there, there's a separation there. If it's flat, the effect would be minimal, if at all. It's when they're here with the outside of the lid and the outside, it creates a lovely effect of movement, which is an optical illusion. So a nice one, that. I've got a number of clocks on there, not of which tend to work. I've got other clocks around the room which do work. This one I have set it working actually. I've got a battery inside. And all that happens is this thing here turns around and round and round and round. There's a little wheel driving it there, and you have to work out what the time is from these, well, for one of the clocks, the hours, or the other one, I'm not sure. I've forgotten how it works. I suppose that shows the... Oh, it's got two sides, I've forgotten that, yes. It's got one on Roman numerals. That actually shows all the minutes, or a lot of the minutes in between. But as it slowly turns around, I think whatever's at the top would be the correct time. What's a curious thing about this, I've only just realised, having taken it down and dusted it, is that they're going the wrong way. It's actually going anti-clockwise, and the dial's the wrong way, which is bizarre, to say the least. Anyway, it works, and I've set it going, but of course it's going on an hour, so you have to sit there for 24 hours watching it. You can't spend that long doing it. But it's an interesting design of clock. Very strange and very unusual. Somewhere I've got some literature about it, who designed it. It's got some information which I suppose I could look at here. Ooh, designed by Suko, Art Tempo Designs. Yes, probably Japanese. And Suko looks like. And there's a little gear wheel, and you're ready to go. This is something I've enjoyed for almost every day of my life, I think. This is Think Fun, who I've known for years, making a very nice little puzzle for each day, and each month you've got to change the months. And it actually gives a solution, because they're quite tricky, some of them, they're not at all obvious, but it gives a whole display of numbers there about how to do it in case you want to, you've got to give up. I set it for 05 November, NOV for November. That's well, it's Guy Fawkes Day in England, firework night I suppose you call it. And these pieces here have two layers actually, and then you have to put one layer on top of the other. There's black underneath, and each day I have changed. It'll be 06 and 07 and so on when I reach to November, and I shall enjoy playing with that on a daily basis. So I've never taken that to parties. I just love showing these things. Here's something I've had there a long time. It's I think it's an aardvark, in which case it must be called Ethel, don't you think? But it's lovely the way it tilts. The head goes back in again. It's got a little nail at the top with a little bit of string, so it bobs in and out, or push it in and out like that. It's very, very curious little bit of folk art almost. Very simply made, but what an extraordinary thing. Ethel the aardvark, I have to call it, perhaps, but it sits there looking rather mournful. This is a very glamorous bit of fibre optic. It's natural fibre optic. It's got a little thing here which lights up when you press the button here. Oomph. Push down here. Oh, there we are. Then you put this. This is a sort of natural crystal ball which acts like a bit of glass fibre. Let's see if I can make it work. I've got to get the light to shine towards you. Let's first of all set it onto a more interesting program, because it's actually got 3 lights in there, three coloured lights. So if I don't want that one there, let's try. There's one where it fades and another one where it goes from one to the other, which I'm looking for. Yes, that's the one. It's fading through the 3 colours, red, green and blue. Now if I put it on you and shine it towards you like that, and you see it's coming through it, it's being optically guided. The actual light is going through and reflection, just like as if there's a whole bunch of fibre optics in there, which it is, but it's a naturally occurring one. It's one of those charming ones. So that in a darkened room looks really spectacular. It's quite nice little, just to see the colours there, but to see it with this on top, I think is really something special. And it came with this. It was a little kit that came through. So that's a nice thing to show people when the room's dark and the light comes through. And this is something, I've just had a centrepiece with a friend of mine, Gerald Darby, gave me, who collects these things. It's a glass case, which I haven't had a glass case before, and it's a little book which they made in Paris, I think it is, which can be taken apart like that and opened up and closed. Well, you can't close it because all the pages are being folded, but it's a folded art page books. And it's put into a nice display case, which is the only time all the other ones are in boxes, so you can't see them. So I can enjoy showing it to people as an interesting form of art. Put that a bit down, and perhaps it'll close up again, yes. So that sits in the centre of my fireplace and on the mantelpiece, and people comment on it and say, what on earth is it all about? And I explain it. So things from the fireplace, places to keep very interesting objects. Do you do that?